welcome to the summer course on Introduction to IoT, Internet of Things. We are here in Kalmar. We're recording this in advance for you. Hopefully you just got your acceptance letter to the course and you're thinking, where did I end up? And here is our IoT lab in Kalmar at Linnaeus University. Yeah, a bit messy here. People are still working. And we introduced to you the teaching team today, and we'll talk a little bit about what you can expect from the course, where you can find all the information and how to start to get the most of it and to be ready in time. My name is Oksana. I'm working here as a postdoctoral researcher. Research, teaching, and some practical applications of IoT. And
yes, and my name is Andreas. I work here at the university as a research engineer, and my role is here basically to maintain the lab and do various implementations of the technical stuff.
Yes, and my name is Aslan Sadiq. I'm also working here in the university as a lecturer and working very closely with Andreas and Oksana on the IoT and embedded system related projects. So welcome to this course.
Yeah, and my name is Daniel. I'm a lecturer as well, mostly in Växjö at computer science there, teaching basic programming and stuff like that. The fun. Yeah.
This thing that almost blocked Arslan from view. Andreas, can you tell us a little bit more about this? You cannot see, but this is a breadboard with some components.
Maybe we can zoom in on it.
No, we can try it.
Yeah. So this is basically, I don't know if we should go into too much at the background of it, but it's basically a static deadlift device that is connected via two load cells and to a two-channel.
Yeah, so these are the load cell sensors, this one.
Yeah, these are the load cells. And on the breadboard here, you have a load cell amplifier and a microcontroller, an Arduino with an ESP32 running FreeRTOS at the moment in C++.
Yeah, you can zoom out again. So this could be something that you will build in the course, but although maybe a little bit more advanced. Here I have an example of what you maybe will start working with. It's a much simpler microcontroller that you can program in Python. And here's environmental sensors, which can be pretty much anything else, and a breadboard. So these are some of how this could look like for you in just a few weeks. And let's see here. If we start at our page for the course, you will find the actual web page on Canvas. And here is the most important page for you, where you will get all these things that you can work with. So before you even know what we do, it's a good thing to be well in advance. So here's you come to this bill of material. And these are the components that you need to order as soon as possible. Now there are a lot of options. You can either order from ElectroKit. They will also potentially provide us with the whole full package of these things, but for the very minimum you need a Raspberry Pi Pico. You need a USB power cable like this, and some sensors, and potentially you also need some LEDs and resistors just to debug and to get started and to follow the tutorials that are included in the course. So read this bill of materials carefully. There are some other options. We collaborated a lot with the ElectroKit. Sometimes they can be slow. It's a pretty big store. We're not the highest priority for them. So I provided some other links that you can order from Amazon. And if you find the corresponding components somewhere else, that's also fine. We help you to find the right things and even combine your own kit. And for that, for like real-time help, if we see here, if we go again here, Discord server. So all the communication for this course will go through Discord, all live communication. We will have this Canvas page where you can find all the course materials, all the checklists, and all the links to other resources. But the Discord server is our point of entry for questions. I'll show it in a second. Now, this is an introductory course, but if you look at the Hall of Fame here, the good projects examples, people have been using it for all sorts of ambitious projects, from smart home IoT systems to something they need for work, to just fun things like mini cereal dispenser. I think that was a very cute project, and it looked like this. So basically just a toy device with buttons that made the cereal, mixed it with milk. I thought it was very cute. So it can be both something that is fun to build and something useful. What do you think would be a good project?
If you're advanced user, this could be not maybe this one, but a more advanced project is suitable. But if you are a beginner, this is a course for beginners. You can have some inspiration, but try to make a more easy project. Maybe one, maybe two sensors, gather some data. And don't forget, if you buy your Raspberry Pi Pico from somewhere else, don't forget the W. Because that's have the wireless setting, so you can buy it without the W, then you can't connect it to the internet.
Yeah, exactly. So that's thank you. That's a very important point. If you can see here, it's easier to miss. Where is my bill of materials now again?
You also have the WH, the pre-soldered headers. If you don't have access to a solder iron at home, buy the WH version.
Yeah, and that is basically means that these pins are already ready for you, so you can just put it into your breadboard. You don't need to solder anything. If you don't even know what soldering is, that's okay. Don't worry. Just look for this WH letters if you buy it separately, and we'll see if the lab kit will be available as soon as it is. I'll share it. Otherwise, the whole sort of investment for the basic project should be around 350 kroners altogether. Then, of course, if you want other components, the price goes quickly up. There are some kits for with a lot more sensors that are still only like 500, 600, but you absolutely don't need it to either to build a project that is good enough for basic grade and even for advanced grade. It's only basically your own desire, as you say. Maybe you can already program, you have taken some other courses, maybe you are doing a master's and just want to do a fun project during the summer. That's absolutely okay. Here is sort of the roadmap, and you mentioned one important thing is that this course is pretty intense. Arson, you have been in the course before. What do you think, like the main sort of problem that students have?
So I've been in the course since last couple of years, and what I noticed last time we were using LoRa, so many students were facing this problem of connectivity, but now it is much straightforward. You will use Wi-Fi. So that's good. And another thing, I would say that even if you are doing basic project, try to link it with real life problems. For example, I know last time there was one guy, he was measuring the water level in his home. Another guy was controlling the car parking gate with IoT devices. So something like that is very interesting. So other than that, I don't think you will have any other problem. So you can connect basic sensors, but try to think that how you can solve something that is real problem.
Yeah, that would make it a lot easier and fun to work with. But we basically, if you look at the schedule, so we have 5 weeks, but the last week is already peer review, a final report submission. You need to write some documentation for your project and you need to present it to the group and to your examiner. So you can basically strike the last week.
Quizzes.
And the quizzes, yeah. So each week has a certain theme. Either we are focusing on the first programming basics with MicroPython. We go forward to the connectivity. That's the LoRa that Arslan mentioned. Some of it just theory and optional, and some of the things will be mandatory. Wi-Fi, everyone probably is acquainted with. Then we will visualize the data, and finally all the different platforms for sort of making your fun IoT system available. So visualization and the web presentation of your data is a mandatory part. So for the very least, you would have one sensor and then you display its value over time, or some other visualizations available on the web with one of the ready-made platforms, so you don't have to code everything yourself. But the good thing to keep in mind is that you keep the pace of these weeks. The quizzes are there to make sure that you're on track and that you plan your project presentation, and all the steps of your projects are done during this week. So it's a fun introductory summer course, but you still in all the materials, it is planned that you will work full time during this. So it's 7.5 points, which just means 40 hours a week. So you can kind of estimate how much time you will need to put up. So everyone has fun time in the sun, and then maybe work in the evenings.
And be active on Discord.
Yeah,
because we are all there. So
yeah, exactly. Let's see if I can. Can you tell a bit more about Discord and what's happening there? And I'll open it.
So Discord is the main communication platform we are using. You will give presentations also on Discord, and we have a number of sub channels there that you can use to discuss your problem. For example, if you are unable to connect to Wi-Fi, let's say we have separate channels for Wi-Fi, and people are talking there what's the problem they are facing. So it's like a online community about all the things that can happen. All the problems people are facing, all students are there. Even a TA or a teacher is not replying, maybe you will get answer from your peers. So this is the best that you are active there.
Yeah, exactly. So this is like a sneaky catch there. It is included in your grade to be active on that. That's how we try to make sure that you communicate, you ask questions. That's where the TAs hang out. That's where we have workshops. So join it as soon as possible and already start brainstorming your projects. Before the hardware arrives, you can work in simulators online, and that's also we go through this here. And it's also an amazing resource because everyone who has been a student in this, I think it's the 5th edition or 4th time, fifth time we are doing this course, and there are hundreds of students that already went through this, and a lot of them are still sort of hanging out in Discord and sometimes can help and cheer on each other. So here is like the project discussion chat. People also share their problems. Here also buy and sell. You sometimes can buy the kit that people used last year, so cheaper. You can discuss, as I said, what to buy if you considering things. Here's someone asking about load cells. This is kind of random. Look, this is exactly this, like the same principle of a sensor that we have here in the project. So, and yeah, we have also Jim from ElectroKit if you have ordered something there or want support about ElectroKit. So during the course, he is usually pretty responsive. Yeah, you can introduce yourself, and we start there. All the workshops are happening as a video conference. Sort of, it's similar to Zoom, but a bit more flexible and completely open. It is not connected to your university account. We map your Discord account with the university account in the beginning of the course. Yeah, I think that's.
And also another thing, if you see previous projects and you think that this project is very interesting, maybe it's a good idea. You can take it to the next level. You can start from where the old student left it, and then you take it, to the higher level. That's another thing you can maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So there's nothing wrong with copying, and then there's a lot of material that is presented completely free. So we also encourage all the students, your documentation that you're going to create at the end of the course is public. It is just a hackmd, like a markdown file with the instructions. So it's a good starting point to just replicate something someone else did first, and then add new things. Just have fun with the.
Yeah, and be gentle on the hardware, as Fredrik's always used to make.
Yeah.
Because you can break these Pico
the pins
very easily, and if you don't have a soldering at home, you will have a very hard time repairing it.
Yeah, good news. Yeah, if you can also burn your components if you connect.
Yeah,
everyone been there. That's almost you have to do it in the beginning. But don't worry. There's one more good thing about this is if you, for some reason, something happened with your hardware, with your life, or your mental health, you can always come back in August and present your project after the summer if you need more time. So welcome to the course once again, and let's have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Bye bye.